Here we are again, another game, another preview. So tomorrow we are facing Genoa away. They are almost bottom of the table in the Serie A, but for us it really doesn't matter because we still are struggling almost against every single opponent, no matter the name. If you call them Spezia, Benevento, Crotone, well, anybody basically, we will be struggling. Will we do something different tomorrow? I really hope so, because I need a cool collective performance. 3 points. We need to get back to the top of the table, of course. So, let's go. Thank you so much for watching, and remember subscribing, of course. Yesterday we did a, pretty strange Juve therapy session with Juve Daily from Canada, Davide, 15 years old. But yeah, it went well, it went interesting, and it was actually quite fun towards the end of the stream. And you can actually rewatch the whole thing right now on YouTube. So yeah, it was great fun, but be sure to watch until the end, because yeah, this guy is something else. But anyways, as you probably know, you probably remember that we won against Barca. Not 1-0, not 2-0, but 3-0. And it's so great, it's so lovely, because we top the table. So we might be actually facing teams that are not on that top highest level we would have faced if we ended up in the second spot. So luckily for us, we will be facing either Borussia Mönchengladbach, Leipzig, Sevilla, Atletico Madrid, or Porto. So guys, let me hear your thoughts on who you want to draw on Monday. To me, I'm not so sure. You know, as I said, it doesn't really matter who we face, because we will struggle, and this is a knockout stages of the Champions League. So Cristiano better really wake up now for the knockout stages, because we really need him now, Mr. Champions League, and he probably will if I know him well enough. So it might as well be Atletico Madrid, he will still kill them. But who would that be? It doesn't really matter for us, because we are our own worst enemy, especially when it comes to the Champions League. We can beat anybody. We clearly saw that against Barca. We can beat Barca 3-0 away. But then again, we can struggle against Ferencvaros and only just win against them 2-1. By a fluke goal from Morata. We all remember how that happened, right? So we actually are struggling against Ferencvaros, but you know, gather together and assemble a real team spirit to win 3-0 away to Barca. So the logic, it doesn't exist here, but the thing is, if we work together, if we have the same goal, we might achieve great things. So at the end of the day, it doesn't really matter, you know, if we face Atletico or Porto, for example. If I were to bet, well, let's go for Sevilla then. Juve against Sevilla in the first round of the knockout stages of this year's Champions League. At the end of the day, as I say, it really doesn't matter. We are our own worst enemy. Now back to Genoa against Juventus, much more closer. This game, of course, we're facing them tomorrow. Genoa are almost bottom of the table, struggling, lost 4 of their 5 last, if I'm not mistaken. But for us, my friends, and this is very interesting, because there were some rumors of a predicted lineup for this game. Of course, we know now that Alvaro Morata is back. His ban was reduced from 2 games to 1. Whether he will be starting, that is completely another matter. But the predicted lineup so far suggests that it will be actually Cristiano, of course, and Paulo Dybala up front. But the issue is for the rest of the team, because this predicted lineups, I hope, is BS, because we keep rotating yet again. And sometimes, of course, yes, I understand that we need to rotate, but not always, not every single game we need to rotate that heavily. So the predicted lineup that I see, you can also see right here, is Wojciech Szczesny, De Ligt, Bonucci, Alexandro Cuadrado, Kulusevski, McKennie, Rabiot, Chiesa, and then Dybala and Ronaldo up front. But what does this mean, though? Is that we lack a creative player in the midfield, deep in the midfield. You know, McKennie is no creative guy, Rabiot is not a creative guy. We need a third player in there. But what we do here is basically we play with De Ligt, Bonucci and Alexandro, I guess, as a back 3, and then Cuadrado and Chiesa on each flank, and then Kulusevski will be like a link between midfield and attack. This hasn't worked that great, has it though? Especially if Dybala is starting. So this is also my issue. Kulusevski and Dybala, can they work together? No, I don't think so. I haven't seen that so far. They are very similar, And even though Kulusevski will drop a bit deeper because that will be his task, I don't know if that will happen though. And Dybala also likes to drop deep and also occupy that right flank, cutting inside. Kulusevski is the same player, so they will eventually collide and, well, ruin it for each other. And I don't like that. And at the end of the day, they will ruin it for the club, for Juve tomorrow against Genoa. Maybe that will cost us points. I don't know. So my preferred formation is actually benching Kulusevski once again. And I'd rather see Rabiot, I'd rather see Arthur in the deep hole, and McKennie. So I will have 3 guys. I need to learn how to count my fingers. 3 guys, Rabiot, Arthur, McKennie. You get 1 box-to-box, which is McKennie. You get a deep one, who is Arthur, and you get something in between, who is Rabiot. And I think he is actually quite comfortable with that position. And then there is also the issue with Chiesa on the left, yet again. But you know what? This is Genoa. They might park the bus. We might struggle from the left. We might not. I don't know. Cuadrado will still start. I'm bashing the guy maybe unfairly, but I see the whole package of the guy. I don't see only the positives, I see also negatives. So the whole package is just okay, even though he has tons of assists, but also some lapses in concentration, and we know that he can do much, much better. So maybe it's time for him to rest. So maybe I want to see actually, well, Chiesa on the right and somebody else on the left, maybe Frabotta, maybe even Bernardeschi. This is just me talking. I'm no Andrea Pirlo, as you can see. This is actually quite bad. This is no Andrea Pirlo at all. Anyway, my prediction for tomorrow, Genoa 1. Now, you know what? I'm going to go for the clean sheet. I'm going to go for clean sheet yet again. I'm going to go 0 to Genoa, and I'm going to go with 2 for Juve tomorrow. I guess it's time for Paolo to score. Paolo 1, Cristiano 1. Let's go, please, let it happen. See you after the Genoa against Juventus for the live full-time reactions and of course player ratings and all that. Fino alla fine, I guess. And of course, the draw.